An email persuasion technique that I have never told anyone. That's the title of my video. An email persuasion secret that I have not told anyone yet. So there's a whole lot of science and art in the title that I just mentioned, and just to stick around, I'll tell you what is at play here. So the thing is, people like information. People love information. If I don't have information, I feel a little insecure. I feel a little uneasy, and that's just human psychology. People want information. So if I tell you that, hey, I know a secret, and I won't tell you that secret, then that's going to make you a little curious. That's going to make you a little anxious, and you're going to want to try to extract that secret from me, which is what happens on Netflix quite a bit, right? If you see Lost, if you see Breaking Bad, if you see Better Call Saul or Game of Thrones or any of those TV series, they always leave you with a cliffhanger, because then you want to come back and watch the next episode, because we just can't deal with the fact that we don't know something. We can't deal with the fact that the show has ended at a very uncertain point, and we just need to know the answer. But I think you already know this, and so I want to go a little bit deeper, one step deeper, which is that yes, people want information, but if they know that the information is scarce, they want it even more. Okay, so if you know that I'm going to give you a piece of information that is going to be available only to you, then you value it much more than any other piece of information, which I think is a very, very good nuance here, because I think this is a very, very good insight for all the copywriters and marketers who are trying to build a good message. So let me elaborate that a little bit. So I'm going to read out a paragraph, a small write-up from this website known as Influence at Work. And this website is talking about Cialdini's book, The Psychology of Persuasion. So Cialdini cites an important experiment done by students who became a successful owner of a beef import company. In the experiment, the students' company gave one group of clients a standard presentation on its beef products. So the first group gets a standard presentation on its beef products that this organization is selling. The second group also got the same presentation, but they also got one new information that the beef imports would be scarce in the upcoming months. So that's the difference between first group and the second group. The second group has an information that beef imports are going to be a little scarce in the coming months. Now the third group was given the same presentation. They were also given the same information that beef imports are going to be scarce, but they were told that this information was only available to them. They have not given it to anyone else because they want to keep it only for exclusive clients. And so if you look at the results, the second group ordered twice as much beef as the first one did, and the third group ordered 6 times as much, which I think is crazy. Why? Because the third group felt that they had access to this very valuable information which no one else did, and because they felt that this information is valuable, they bought more beef, right? So I'm promising to, with this subject line, I'm promising to tell you a valuable piece of information. So going back to the subject line of this particular episode, I said an email persuasion secret that I've never told anyone, right? So I'm telling you that yes, it's a secret, but more than that, I'm also telling you that I've not told this to anyone, which makes this piece of information apparently much more exciting and much more attractive to the end user. Okay, so now of course there are ethical boundaries to consider here. You don't want to be using this piece of information to manipulate people, and that's always a question when it comes to marketing, but that is a topic for another day. For now, I just want to lay down this principle that people want information, and if the information is scarce, they value it even a little bit more. So a few more subject lines that follow the same principle. So I'll read them out to you. One dirty secret in the beauty industry that no one would tell you. An embarrassing thing about me that I haven't told anyone. Once you know this secret, your marketing would never be the same. So these are just 3 examples of the subject lines which kind of follow the same principle. That's it. That's all I have for today. And let me know what you think of this, and how you plan to use it in your copy. Thanks.